सिर्फ खाने का खाना चाहिए, बाकी का खाना थोड़ा होता है इसमें। इसका पति है, हमको सिर्फ खाने का खाना चाहिए इसमें।
Um, Hi guys, good morning.
Yeah, good morning.
Um, So yeah, we'll wait for 1 more minute. So we'll start at 7:48. So sorry because I missed some credentials due to that it got delay. Okay then, let's start the session. So I'm sharing my screen. Is my screen visible?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So yeah, this is a ETL automation testing. Okay, so it is going to cover in 6 weeks. So I'm going to explain what exactly we will be having in this course. Okay, so week wise we are going to do some testing. So it is mainly focused on complete automation. Okay, so in week one, we are going to discuss on the ETL automation strategy and SQL validations. uh, and coming to the week two, we are going to discuss the Python basics for the ETL automation. Okay. Week three, we will be having the Python database connectivity. And week four, we will be having the automation framework development. And week five, advanced ETL automation. So week 6 we will be having the execution scheduling end to end. So basically, before going to this, I just want to explain what exactly the ETL process and how this ETL automation is testing is combined with the ETL. Okay, so let me explain one scenario. Okay, uh, so basically ETL is nothing but extraction, transform, and load, right? Okay, let me explain in Notepad.
Hi, ma'am.
So, uh, hello.
Hello,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes, yes, you are audible. Tell me.
Any prerequisite is required for this?
Uh, no, not required.
Okay.
Yeah. So let me explain with a brief scenario. So what exactly we are going to do in entire 6 weeks. Okay. So after that, we'll go one by one each topic. So we'll discuss in deep what exactly we are going to discuss on every week. Okay. So before going to that, I just want to explain a small scenario. So how it is going to work and what exactly we are going to learn here. Okay. So basically, you guys know, uh, like, just tell me, do you have any experience on this ETL, SQL, Python, the basic knowledge? Uh, do you have like basic knowledge of this ETL? Anybody?
Yes, ma'am. I have ETL
Yes, I
experience.
have
Okay, so ETL testing or ETL development?
ETL testing.
Okay, fine. You guys are aware of SQL and the Python basics, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Okay, so nice. So how many experience you guys have in this ETL testing?
5.5.
Okay, nice. So, okay, some people of aware of ETL and some people of maybe not aware of SQL and Python. Okay, so this is completely focused on whoever have some knowledge on SQL, Python. So it is going to focus on more on automation. Okay, right. So for that purpose, I just want to confirm with you guys whether you were aware of SQL and Python. So basically, here we are going to do it in not from the scratch but from the medium stage to advanced stage. Okay, so uh, okay, so coming to this ETL, extract, okay, transform, and load, right? So what exactly here we will be having source, right? Okay, some transformations applied here. Okay, transformations, and then that will we will be having target. So here in this course we are considering SSMS as a source. Okay, the target as Snowflake cloud. Okay, so basically, how it is going to perform. So, in the real time projects or something, okay, so we will be getting a data from multiple sources. Okay, for example, we will be having a lot of sectors. So, we will be having the hospitals and cafes, and also cinema theaters. We will be having malls. There is a lot of information there. Okay, so for example, think of any cafe or restaurant. Okay, so is some customer is visiting one cafe. Okay, so there it is going to get whatever the details they have given, also whatever the order they have given. Okay, there will be back in the database where it is going to store all the data. Okay, cafes data. So how many people are coming and how many people are ordering what on top of that we will be getting the business analysis. So so most of the people are visiting this cafe and they are ordering the best part. Okay, so based on that it is going to give the best results. So for the next year, how it is going to help, okay, on which thing they wants to focus more. So this data is like very helpful, okay, this data is very helpful for the entire industries, okay, whatever the industries we have just mentioned, the cafes, not only the cafes, we will be having a lot of hospitals, okay. That is how we will be getting the raw data from the sources like hospitals or cafes or malls, whatever, okay. We need to clean up. So we will be having the two structures here, so ETL developers and the ETL testers. So what exactly the ETL developer will do is they'll get all the data from these sources, okay, these sources, and they will clean up the data based on the client requirements. Client requirements is nothing but we have spoke about the restaurants, right? So they just asked, so just clean up my data. They will be having clumsy data, right? When people come, so after 2 days after, the same person will come, so there will be lot of clumsy, so they just want to clean up. So if one person got arrived, just keep that one person, and after that you need to maintain how many times he came. So then obviously it is going to be the clean data, right? So that is how the ETL developer will do entire transformations. And okay, in the SSMS they are going to keep the entire data, and the ETL developer will do entire transformations, and they are going to load it into the Snowflake. Okay, so then we need to start testing from our side. As a ETL tester, we need to test this data, because so one thing you should you should remember that, so this is not a monthly or yearly thing, okay. We will be getting data daily, okay. So basically in ETL side, it is called as workflows, right? So it is going to run daily purpose, right? Daily we will be getting data, and daily it is going to load it into the target. So that means daily we are going to test whatever the data got arrived today, tomorrow, or day before yesterday, or day before tomorrow, day after day. So every day we need to check. So okay, to check the data, we need to write we need to write the Python automation code, okay. So basically whatever the data got loaded into the Snowflake, right? So we need to test. Okay. Basically, you were aware of the manual testing, right? So we need to check whatever the source count and whatever the target count is getting matched or not, or the records are getting matched or not. So whatever the transformations we have applied in the ETL process, right? So the transformations have passed the correct information or not. These kind of things we need to do after loading the data into the Snowflake. Okay, so that is entirely, it is a manual thing, okay. But here in this course, you will get to learn that how can be automated this process, okay. So for example, SSMS, this is source, right? Today I got some some 500 records, okay. Target, some transformations applied, and it got uploaded into some cleanup, and it got loaded 500 records. So I need to test the source data and the target data, okay. So for that testing I am going to write, so first will come in a manual way, okay, then we'll go to automation, okay. So basically what we guys will do is select count of star from, okay, from table name, okay. So select star from this side, and we are going to do the manual some checking with the ID. Select, okay. Select star from table name, where we are picking one primary key, and we are checking on the both sides whether data is matching or not. And other thing is the transformation. So for example, so there is a column. So they have applied some transformations. So basically here we are having some year, okay, some 2002 or 2020, sorry, 0101. So coming to the Snowflake, it is changing into uh, okay, month, sorry, date, month, and year, right? So whatever this got changed into transformed to this one, right? So then we need to check based on this condition is passed correctly or not. So these kind of transformations logics also we need to check. So not only count, not only the records, and we need to check the data got, for example, in ssms we have the column with the lower cases. How we are going to transform through in the ETL jobs, whatever the jobs we are the developer is going to build on the top of that. So they are going to mention in the expressions that if the column wants to be in complete caps or init caps, so they are going to change. So in that way we need to check the logic is correctly applied or not. Okay, these kind of things we need to do it manually, okay, previously. Okay, so whatever these conditions we have checked in manual by writing the queries, so this should not be happen here. Okay, this entire we will be having the python code, okay, python automation code, where this entire whatever the queries, whatever the transformations applied in the ETL job, so everything will be automated, okay, completely. So what exactly it is going to do is it is going to pick the data from the code. The python code will be looks like, okay, it is going to read, okay, read the data from ssms, okay, then it is going to whatever the transformations we have applied, right? So it is going to check further transform. It is obviously it is going to check for how many counts and how many records we have, everything while reading the data from the ssms. So before that, if I need to read the data in the ssms, obviously I need to connect to the databases, right? That will be the first step in the python code. So basically in python code, first I'm going to connect with the snowflake and also with the ssms, then only we can extract the data from that, right? So and here, yeah, and here, so we are going to check the counts, okay. Obviously this will be the common. So coming to the transformations, okay, so whatever the transformations we are using in the ETL job, we are making some transformations, okay, we are just keeping the transformations here, okay, or else we can directly call whatever the jobs we are using that whatever the transformations we have. So uh, it is going to connect with the ETL as well. So we will be having getting all the transformations what as applied. So and then it is going to compare or it is going to compare with the target. Okay, so because we, so in this process we will be having the data in the source and the target as well. So what we are doing is we are checking with the source and the target data, so and also including the transformations applied, and combinedly we are checking entirely whatever the transformations applied, whether the data is got generated or not, okay, properly or not. If for example today we got some mismatched records, okay, so then it is going to maintain a backend log where it is going to give all the rejected records. It doesn't mean the rejected records, the wrong records, okay. So okay, it is going to maintain the logs. This is the main thing, right? Because we need to know whether in logs we will be having counts is matching or not, the records are matching or not, okay, the transformations applied properly or not, the logic have done properly or not, everything we will be. So in the same log we will be getting if any mismatch is done from the source and the target, then it is going to give those logs as well, okay. That is how we are going to like combine this both and doing complete automation. So yeah, you'll get it out. So how come we are going to, okay, how come we are going to uh, like schedule it? So basically we are not going to do it go to the PyCharm, and we are not going to run daily. So obviously whatever the python we have created, obviously we will be having some scheduling jobs, right? So whatever the job or whatever ETL python code you have created, obviously you'll use some scheduler to run at this time. So basically, for example, I'm going to trigger this every day morning at 12 a.m. Okay, so whatever the data it got collected from the previous day, so it is going to, so daily it is going to, whatever the Python code we have, it will be scheduled and it is going to run daily. Okay, then then it is going to be, obviously it will be automated, right? So the person is not going to do anything, just we are building the code and we are so instead of manual testing, the testing is completely automated here through the Python. So you guys clear, right, how this course will be? Okay,
Uh,
well, yeah. Do you have any questions here? Will if you don't have any questions, we'll go through the week 1, week 2, week 3. What will be exact in deep dive?
yes.
Hmm.
I'm not aware of the ETL manual testing. Will you be
Okay.
covering?
Uh, yeah, not completely. Okay, we'll be covering some basics. So how come we are going to? So basically, this is completely on, we'll be more focusing on 70% automation and the 20% manual. Okay. Uh, so yeah, not completely, but we are going to cover some of the things by writing the select statements and everything. Yeah,
Yeah,
it is going
with
to be
with
helpful.
this 20% what you are covering, like,
Huh.
will I be able to crack the ETL testing jobs?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
Okay.
you can. Yeah, you can. So, any other doubts?
And for the automation, which framework you will be covering?
Okay, basically, you heard about the cron jobs.
Yeah, that is for the
Huh.
scheduling, right?
Yes, for the scheduling.
No,
Yes.
I mean to ask, like, are you covering PyTest or which?
Yeah, yeah, we will be having the PyTest here. So, not we are not sticking to particular framework. So it depends upon we can use the pandas or PyTest. So previously I've used the PyTest. So maybe here also I'm going to cover the same. So yeah, we can use that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, and are you covering the behave, that kind of thing, or how?
Sorry.
Like, will you be covering the behave framework, the like BDD kind of approach, or
Okay, so basically it depends upon you guys. Like, yeah, I got fixed or I got stick to one particular framework. If you suggest, if you people want me to teach the particular behave framework or somewhat, so then we can able to do it that as well. Okay.
okay,
Yeah.
with the PyTest, and
Yes.
you will be
Yes.
covering the behave as well.
Yes.
Okay. Normally, which framework in
Basically
industry they
I've
would use?
used, yeah, mostly they'll ask for PyTest only. Okay, most of them is going to use the pandas or PyTest. So basically, here we are going to use whatever the market is asking for.
Yeah.
So yeah, pandas is very most asked by the industry and also the PyTest. These two are very important. So that is the reason I have included those two in the syllabus. So even in Python code also you will be getting some pandas inside and also with the PyTest framework as well.
Now, Pandas is just a library to read CSV files and all, right? But
Exactly.
PyTest is,
Yeah.
but PyTest, like, on the framework level, if we want to explain in the interview,
Hmm.
then we need to explain PyTest or PyTest BDD framework, right?
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So here we will be having sources as think of some databases or else files. So obviously to read the particular data or
W-
to compare these both, the pandas will be also used and also the PyTest will be also included. So that is the reason for some part I have included the pandas and somewhere some other part I have included this PyTest. So you will be covering both here.
For reading of the files, you will be using Pandas, and driving the test cases, you are using
Hmm.
PyTest, right?
Exactly, exactly.
Okay.
So,
Do you have any
hmm.
idea about the Great Expectations framework? I mean, uh, is it also used in the ETL testing?
Sorry.
The Great Expectation framework. I think it is in ETL. I believe it is used for data quality testing. This is what I heard. I've heard of.
Okay, but here we are using, as I mentioned before, we are using the PyTest
Okay.
for this.
Okay.
Yeah, for the data quality. Yeah.
Okay. Fine.
Yeah. Okay then. If you guys don't have any questions, we'll go through week by week. Okay. So then you'll get to know what are the sources we are using and what are the targets we are using, and for the PyCharm what exactly we are using. Okay. So this is the syllabus. Okay. This is the 6 week syllabus. What you guys will learn here by week. Okay. So week one. Okay, it is ETL automation strategy and the SQL validation. Okay, so obviously there is a basic steps for the testing is nothing but first we will be having some SQL queries and SQL validations and through Python and Python manual and Python automation. Okay, so coming to the first step. Okay, so here what exactly we are doing is, so in first week we are going to learn ETL automation testing approaches in real projects. So I'm going to explain you guys how the ETL automation testing approaches in real projects. So basically, how come, like as I explained in the notepad, right, we will be getting sources and the transformations and the target. So basically, this is related to the real time thing. Okay, so I'm going to explain how this is going to be. I'm going to show the demo live session in the SSMS and the Snowflake, and I'm okay, and how we need to test on the both sides. Okay, I'm just going to explain how the target data and okay, and how will be the source data and how we can debug and analysis on the both side, and then how we can start the testing. Okay, so these kind of things we are going to cover. And coming to the next, an ETL scenario should be automated. Okay, so so whatever the ETL job we have, right, it should be automated. So as I said, whatever the Python code we are writing to extract the data from source, and we are using the target as well. So we are connecting in the Python and we are getting the data and we are doing some transformations. Okay, we are just comparing how the transformation is working or not, and how it is going to load, it is going to load properly in the target or not. Okay, we are checking for that. So obviously whatever the ETL job we have, right, so it should be also triggered. So for example, okay, we will be having ETL. Okay, right, ETL job. So this should be scheduled, because if, okay, so it is going to extract the daily data from the raw, whatever the cafes or restaurants, the transforms, and it is going to load, and our testers will do our job. So our job is nothing but the Python code we are using. Okay, so Python code, because this will do, if this is scheduled, it is going to run at 11 okay, 11 p.m. Okay, so the data will load into the target. Okay, through this Python we are triggering whatever the records got loaded at 11 a.m. Okay, so that is how this ETL it should be also scheduled, and this whatever the Python should be also scheduled. Then only we can able to compare in a right way. So both jobs has to be scheduled previously. Okay, so coming to the next topic, mapping document to automate the ready test cases. Obviously, so for the testing we will be maintaining also some mapping documentations and how the test cases will be. Okay, so that is also you are going to learn here. And row count, delta count, and reconciliation queries. Okay, how the framework will looks like. Okay, obviously testing is nothing but we need to check each and every row and each and every column we need to check, right? So that is how we are going to do it here. Okay, and column level null duplicate validations and everything you are going to learn, and incremental load validations using SQL. So I think you were aware of incremental load. So incremental load is nothing but so today the job has okay, job has run. So whatever the data we have in source, it is going to load it in the target, right? Okay, so tomorrow, uh, so today the run got happened, and the whatever the 500 records we have in source, it is going to load it in the 500 records in the target as well. Okay, but tomorrow when it is going to run, so with the 500 the extra records got added. For example, I added some 100 records extra in the source. So incremental is nothing but, so whatever the 500, whatever the existing record, it is not going to disturb that existing records. So whatever the extra records we got in the source, it is going to load only that 100 records into the target. Okay, that is what the incremental load is. Okay, if next day comes, so it is going to load it in the next 100 records, so the next day. So here you have to know is whatever the existing records we have, it is not going to disturb those records. So it is going to only incrementation will be happen. So it will be going to add some extra records from the source. So that is how the incrementation validation using the SQL mean. Okay, coming to the week 2. Okay, so we will be having the Python basics for ETL automation. Okay, so entire whatever the Python code we are building here, right? Obviously, we need the Python basics how to create. So someone questioned me, so writing the queries or something. So you want some basics as well. So here we are going to cover those as well. Okay, Python syntax, whatever we are using for the Python code build and everything we are going to learn here. Okay, Python syntax and variables, data types, loops, conditions. So obviously whatever the files, obviously inside we are going to do we need to assign some variables, and obviously for the variables we need to declare it in the top way, whether it is a string or something. And we are using the loops, conditions and everything. Okay, so for this Python you guys need to install the PyCharm. Okay, so in that we are going to do everything. Okay, so yeah, loops and the functions and modules. So whatever the topics in the Python, almost we are covering some of them. Okay, not completely, but yeah, which is required to automate the process. So obviously you'll be getting a good knowledge on this Python as well. Okay, so file handling. So yeah, that is what I'm telling. So we will be not having any databases in the real-time projects. We will be having also some file types. Okay, for to do the test cases or something. So obviously we need to learn the test cases in the files as well. Okay, this is how the file handling will do it. You'll be having some text files, you'll be having CSV files, so you'll be having a lot of files. Okay, with that also we are able to do it, right? So for that purpose I have added the file handling as well. Okay, so exception handling and the logging. So basically, so previously I have mentioned that, so whatever the logs, okay, source and the target, so it is going to maintain the logs daily, right? So for that purpose we need to know about how exactly the logging will work. So here you will be getting the basic structure of it. Okay, okay, coming to this week 3, Python database connectivity. So after the entire Python process, so basics is done, and then we with the Python code we are able to uh, we need to connect with the Snowflake and the SSMS, right? Okay, connecting to the SQL server and connecting to the Snowflake. Okay, executing dynamic parameters SQL queries. So Yeah, whatever the SQL conditions we are going to do use in the automation, before that we need to check while connecting. Okay, this Python code is going to connect the SQL and the Snowflake, and here it is going to perform some SQL validations inside. Okay, then it is going to fetching the results. So as I said, the pandas comparison. Okay, pandas based source versus the target comparison. So through this, we are going to compare the both the sites. Okay, SQL and the target, whatever the Snowflake we are maintaining. Okay, obviously through the logging, it is going to identify and it is going to maintain a report. So it got correct or not. So
Which
basically,
reporting you will be using for this?
no, no, no. Reporting is nothing but so we are maintaining the log will be seems like the text file. Okay.
Okay.
So it mean that is one. Okay. So so whatever the week I'm going right, it should be very clean. Okay. It should be very perfect. So before that, I'm going to install with you guys the PyCharm and also the Snowflake and also the SSMS. Okay, so it will be very clean process. The class will be taken 1 hour. So I'll take the 45 minutes and you guys has to come up with the questions. So then only we are going to crack it in a proper way. So so not only from my side, so from your side also you guys need to like whatever the demo got completed today or tomorrow or somewhere, you guys need to start practicing on that. Then that will be easy because so whatever the after this week completion, we are going to do one project as well. So that you guys need to think in your own way and you need to implement your own code there. So obviously we are going to cover everything. So just from for your sake, you need to write a code and just everything will be provided here. So apart from that, if you are very curious to learn or do it by your own, then you can use this templates and you can implement by your own as well. So for that is the reason I just want you people to work with me as well. So then we will be on the same plane. Okay. So coming to the week four.
Sorry to
Yeah.
interrupt. So are we going to automate these files as well that we source files, right? That we see in the Unix systems. So the basic
Hmm.
checks. Are we going to do that?
Uh, like files. So I told about the file handling. You mean the source will be the files, right? You're
Yeah,
asking?
yeah. In the source, like we'll be having the
Hmm.
files.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be asked to do some basic validation check, right? Like whether the file is having the real data or not, like or it is blank or something like that. So or like if it is having some, like special characters or junk characters,
Huh.
right?
Huh. Huh. Huh.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so that are we going to automate?
Yeah, basically, we are not only using this database, we are also using some files as well. So for the files, it should be the real time, right? So whatever the Unix you are talking about, so obviously it is real time process. So someone has to keep the files there, and then we need to pick those files, right? You are talking about that only, right?
Correct, correct. So we can mock the
Yeah.
files and we can put it
Yeah,
in
yeah.
some
Sure,
yeah.
sure. Yeah, we can do
So
that.
yeah,
So
basically
basic,
we will
yeah.
be doing
Hmm.
some kind of shell scripting, right?
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah,
So
yeah,
are we
we
going
can
to
do
learn
that.
that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we are also going to learn that as well. Okay, file
Okay.
comes. Yeah, I'll show you how the Unix will look like, and I'll place some files there, and we'll learn the file handling will comes. Okay.
Thank you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So, yeah, coming to the week fourth, automation framework development. So here the actual framework will start. Okay, so ETL automation framework architecture. So how the architecture will be. So as I said, so firstly we are going to connect, and then we are going to check for the counts, and then we are going to uh, check for the transformations whether it got uploaded or not, or properly exhibited or not, and then the logging will take all the records, and we will be getting the records from that. Okay, as someone asked, we are going to use, I'll show you. So for the better real approaches, I'll use the Unix as well. I'll keep some files there and I'll try to call those files as well. Okay, so we are not only doing with the source SSMS, and also we can do some of with files as well. So it will be useful for you guys as well in real time. Okay, so coming to the week 5, advanced ETL automation and the Snowflake focus. Okay, so week 4, yeah, we are going to, yeah, reusable validation functions, some configs. So not only we will be using some Excel files, JSON files. Okay, uh, so basically in Unix we are going to use some talks or something. So we'll check accordingly. So if it is possible to maintain the CSV files, yeah, we can able to do it. Some JSON files we can pick it up from there. Okay. So here we are doing some basics like automating row count, column and transformations checks, and the logging and handling the large data volumes. Obviously, whatever the testing we are doing, right, it should be with the huge volume only, not with the 10 records or 20 records. Obviously, we will be cooking the data for the source content. We will be cooking, and almost we will be having 10 lakh records. Okay, so with that we are going to do a testing. Okay, not we are maintaining any 100 or 200 records to just give a small demo. No, this is actual real time projects and how we are going to do it. So coming to the week 5, ETL, advanced ETL automation and Snowflake focus. Okay, incremental and automation testing and data reconciliation strategies. Snowflake SQL versus SQL versus server differences and performance aware testing. So basically here the automation. So so here if you see, we have two. So one is okay, one is SSMS and other is cloud Snowflake. So in cloud that is not that easy to get the data from or to exhibit. So here we are using the Snowflake. Okay, you guys need to install in your own systems the Snowflake. Okay, we will be having some free trial account for 30 days, right? We can use that for demo purposes. Okay, in that we need to write our code and you can see the results as well. Okay, so and also if you are aware of the time traveling using for validations, a schema change and a failure handling. So for example, if we want to debug some records or something, okay, the data got clumsy or data got some scheduler job got failed and data got not loaded into this one, the half of the records got loaded and rest of the records is not getting loaded. Or for example, I just want to check the previous records, then we can use the time travel. Basically cloud has more features, okay, compared to the on-prem, right? So obviously in cloud we can use our debugging as well. Okay, so time travel we can use. Okay, through that we will be getting the previous records. So if some system or some schedule job got failed or some the target got hacked or something, we lost everything data, then in the cloud wise we can get the data using the time travel. Okay, so the data got loaded yesterday, the night the data got lost. So I'll get 48 hours back or 60 hours back. I'll get those data. So that is very helpful in the cloud as well. So we are going to get that kind of information and knowledge here. Okay, coming to the week 6, we will be covering the execution scheduling end to end. So the project will be, so whatever the points we have covered, right? So we covered the SQL validation somewhere and the Python somewhere and connectivity somewhere. Okay, and the framework for the small execution somewhere. Okay, so all will be consolidated in the week 6th. Okay, all will be consolidated Can someone mute yourself?
Timing mode ला sir.
Hello, please go to mute. Yeah. So, and whatever the we have learned piece in every week, right? So then, by consolidating all this, we are going to cover it in week 6th. Okay, so it is a very real time project, and whatever the current industry is focusing, so obviously through this the AI or something, because of this everything, uh, whoever the people are working in the manual way, they are hitting all those, right? So for that we need to learn something advanced, so that is called the ETL automation testing. Every guys need to, whoever the testers or some every guys need to know that how the Python automation will be, and how this is useful for the ETL testers or normal testers. This is very useful course. Okay, you'll get to know everything, a lot of things. So you'll be covering some of the SQL queries and the Python. You'll be exposure to the real time projects and the real time data. So also, as you asked, so if you are considerable to keep some cook some other thing, so definitely I'm going to do that. So okay, someone asked for the behaviors, something. Okay, we'll go through that also. Someone asked for the Unix shell, so yeah, we can do that also. So just I just want you people to come with some doubts, and then I need to I should present that next day. So that is how this is going to be done. Okay.
Yeah,
Hmm.
where we will be covering ETL manual testing here in the week wise.
Hmm. Okay. So basically, whatever the framework we are doing it, right? So SQL is, hmm, yeah. If you see, executing dynamic and parameterized SQL queries, fetching the result sets, right? So here we are doing some SQL validations here. Okay, whatever
Okay.
the 20% I mentioned, right? Yeah. So not only the 20%, you will be getting some more as well. Okay, because the queries are very 5 to 6. So you will get all the fetching data from those 6 queries only. So obviously it is going to cover here.
Okay.
Okay.
Do you have any document
Hmm.
which you can share to know the basics of the manual testing?
Yeah, I have one PPT. So you have a brief explanation of every week what exactly we are maintaining. So I'll share it in a group so that you'll go to each PPT and you'll get to know how exactly the each week will drive.
Okay.
Okay.
And regarding the cloud,
Hmm.
which will you be using AWS or Azure, GCP? Which
So yeah, basically we are using the Snowflake here. Okay. So
okay,
this is also cloud, and we this is also a cloud with the data warehouse. We will be having most advanced features here as well. Okay, and even in market also the Snowflake is very hot. So if you search for the Snowflake, so yeah, here you will be learning the Snowflake as well. On the Snowflake side also you'll be having a lot of future, and you can give the interviews on Snowflake as well, because we are checking all the queries in the Snowflake. Yeah.
okay.
So I have a question.
People will be asking about Azure data pipelines, right? Is it the same or a different thing?
No, it is different. Because so I have mentioned on ETL developer and ETL tester, right?
Okay.
So the tester is going to work on the data which got loaded on the targets. So
Okay.
we guys are not focusing on pipelines or jobs. So that is completely different. That is development part. This is testing part. So both are different. Yeah. For
But
the
for
hmm,
example, if the pipeline is made in ADF, for example,
hmm,
as your
hmm,
data
hmm,
factory,
hmm, hmm, hmm,
I know that you're considering here Snowflake, which is
hmm,
another cloud.
hmm,
So based on this knowledge, tomorrow, if you want to validate, maybe, in the
hmm,
Azure world, maybe Azure
hmm.
Data Factory, right,
Okay.
transformations from there. or maybe from AWS. So will it
Okay.
be possible for us to adopt like, this,
Hmm.
this knowledge to implement there?
Of course, yeah, because so whatever the tool you are using. So if you see, you asked about the Azure data pipeline, right? Factory, Azure Data Factory, which we
Yeah.
have in Azure. Okay, that is the ETL purpose, and also we have Informatica as well. So whatever the ETL we have, right? So whatever the ETL, the logics will be the same, the source will be the same, the target will be the same, whatever the applied expressions inside is same, just difference is the ETL names are different, right? So just we need to focus on the expressions or the extracting of sources or extracting of the targets. So this is because even the syntaxical, some 5% will be changed, other 95% is different. So you can easily adopt whatever the, if the ETL is Informatica or ETL is ADF, you can easily adopt because you are focusing on the source tables and the target tables, and you
Mhm.
can easily, yeah, you can easily write the transformations on top of that. And apart from this, you'll be having documentation from the client as well. So what exactly the transformations logics inside, okay? So what exactly you are going to should implement in the Python code as well, so that is also very helpful for you guys. So yeah,
So are you
usually you
seeing
can.
that the specification will be given by clients, like what we need to automate, that specification also will be given by like for from the client, is it like
Haha. So this
uh,
specification will be given by the developers. So
developers?
yeah, exactly. So we will be having client. So on that we will be having developers and testers. So all the instructions will get to know to the architecture, and from the architecture the testers and developers. So then we will be getting entire data from the developers. So with that, we are going to test accordingly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Hi.
will you be also helping us in the interview preparation, like
Hmm.
if there are like I mean, first question was that like by doing this course, if tomorrow I want to put any project, or if I want
Hmm.
to say that,
Hmm.
I'm experiencing ETL testing, for example,
Yeah,
so
you can.
definitely they
Hmm.
will expect some experience. So
Yeah.
from you, what do you think? What we can put, like 1 to 2 years of experience we can claim, like
Yeah, easily
uh,
we can give that experience because obviously here you are working with a huge amount of data and cloud, on you are working on on-prem. This is not that easy, right? This is Python
mhm,
automation. So
mhm.
definitely it is going to useful. And you'll be getting exposure to everything. You'll be getting exposure to Unix, you'll be getting exposure to Python, SQL, and entire automation. And even on top of that, you are scheduling also. So obviously, you'll keep 2 to 3 years of experience by using this.
All right. Okay. Great.
Yeah, it will be very helpful.
Okay.
Hi, I have a query. I have a background from ETL testing. I mean, past 1 year I'm doing ETL testing, but I
So
don't have any. Am I audible?
yeah, yeah, you are audible.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I don't have any knowledge on this Python. I have basic knowledge on Unix and ETL testing, but how difficult it will be for me to pick this?
Your voice was a little bit low. It is coming from so far. So just keep your mic and can you speak properly?
Is it audible now? Is it clear? Louder?
No, it's somewhere it is something different. But yeah, you are asking about so you are a manual ETL tester, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, how come to pick all this automation at a time?
Yeah.
Okay, so that is not an big issue, ma'am. So because whatever like here we will be started for the manual testers only basically. So we have started from the scratch from you guys. Like you are already good at the manual ETL tester, since then you can easily adopt the nature of the automation. Okay, so you'll do it easy way because in each and every week we are just opening, and we are whatever the papers we have inside, and we are properly we are doing that. So obviously I don't think so you guys feel will um like this is tough or something. Definitely it is going to be easy only. So because so each and every day we are showing the connectivities and how the transformations will be looks like, and how we are going to do it. So yeah, it won't be that much difficult, ma'am. Easily you'll get to know how exactly it is going to work.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm from UI testing. Like I know Selenium with Python, and like in only 1 week, can we learn ETL manual testing for the?
Yeah, that is what I have said. So whatever the syllabus you gone through, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, in basically it is the step by step process, right? I cannot directly explain this step three process and the step one. So yeah, we will be going step by step, and step three you'll be getting this manual thing. Not on one day. We can extend it to 1 week. That will be enough for you guys to learn how it will be.
because like here in this course, mainly you are covering like you are focusing on automation, right?
Yes,
That's
yes.
why I asked.
Yeah, but that is not an issue. That is what, even in manual also, before automation only, you need to do some checks, right? Whatever the code you are writing inside the Python, so inside it, you guys need to check for the validations. So whether this query is working fine or not, it is going to work or not, right? Obviously, there first you need to do the manual testing only. So yeah, you'll be covering those manual
With
things here.
yeah, with that the like with the that 20% knowledge, can we able to keep 2 3 years of experience in ETL testing? That's
Yeah,
what's my question.
yeah, of course, you can.
Okay.
So yeah, any other doubts or
Yeah.
can
So
uh,
you're saying that Snowflake. So do we need to have license? Like, is it a trial version? Will we need to install Snowflake on our system? And
uh, basically it's a web version. So you can
okay,
directly search in Google for the free account. It is going to give. So we need to log in with our credentials. Okay.
okay.
Yeah. There will be getting all the things inside.
So I mean, the trial account will be enough, right? I mean, to
Yes. Yeah, yeah,
for
it's
this.
enough. Yeah. For
Okay.
learning, the trial account is enough. Obviously, if you guys go to the real-time projects, you'll be
Mm-hmm.
having your own access, right? So you
Mm-hmm.
can able to do there as well. For this course purpose, we are using trial account.
All right. Okay.
Mm.
And could you let me know about yourself a bit? Sorry, I missed the initial part. I don't know whether you introduced, but could you let us know a bit your background as well?
Yeah, basically, I have a 7 to 8 years of experience. I'm a ETL developer, okay, and also a tester. Yeah, that's all.
Okay.
So I
So
have
when
knowledge on many ETLs and the cloud. I have
yeah,
exposure to Informatica Cloud, and also I worked with GCP. So whatever the services we have inside, I've gone through many databases. Okay, I've used the Snowflake, Databricks. I've gone through all the services in the GCP as well, Dataproc, Dataflow, and BigQuery, and also have exposure to many ETL tools. So yeah, I've worked in nearly 10 plus of projects.
great to know
Yeah.
that. So just one question. So
Yeah.
as you know, right? I mean, after transformation, finally we'll
Hmm,
be
hmm,
loading
hmm.
that in the data warehouse, and often
Exactly.
the in the interview, this
Hmm.
question may come, right? I mean, you sometimes play with less data, but in big data we have, like, very heavy data, like I mean some GBs of data. So when
Hmm.
you're doing ETL testing, like, do you come across those situations as well, or it's just a normal like regular data?
It will be regular data only, because
Okay.
we are not maintaining any huge bucket of data, right? We are working on
Mhm.
the incrementation. Even ETL
Okay.
is also incrementation data. So the jobs are scheduled daily. We will be getting the data from the sources and it is going to load. This will happen the entire lifetime. So
Okay.
we are
Okay.
not dumping any huge data from one place to another place, and this is not the one-time process.
Mhm. Okay.
Okay.
And there will be like first time there will be full load as well, right? Isn't it? So that also validation do you do like full data? I mean, because you're talking about incremental always, right? So I understand that some data will be there, then on the top of it, the new data will be coming. But like first time when you are loading, you're doing the ETL process. At that time
Sorry,
also you
I
do some.
missed. No, no, no. I missed your
Okay.
question. I just came back. So can you
Okay.
repeat
Okay.
your
Okay.
question once?
So what I'm saying is that you are talking about
Hmm.
incremental data load, right? So I
Yes.
understand that there is existing data already, we have done. On the
Hmm.
top of it, we are putting more data. So when
Hmm.
first time we are doing a full load of
Hmm.
data from one
Yes.
source to the target, at that
Yes.
time also we do validation. Like,
Yes, of course. Yeah. We will.
okay,
Yeah.
okay, fine. And just a last question.
Yeah.
So
And we do
we I will complete. I will just last question. So when we say after ETL, we finally show it on the report, right? So let's say Power BI and all, correct?
No, no. Yeah, that
So
is what I'm telling. The report is nothing but whatever the logs we are maintaining, right? It is going
mhm,
to load the log in the text file in a proper detailed way. So the session has started now. The session got ended, and the total
mhm,
records and the total mismatches, any issues found. So that is the text we are maintaining to show to the
okay,
client. Okay.
okay.
So this is not for the analysis part, right? So
So
if the
we need not
analysis
validate
comes,
anything on the Power
hmm, hmm.
BI report, right? I mean,
Yes, yes,
on the
yeah, that is
okay,
different. That is completely
okay,
different. Yeah,
all right, okay, thanks, thank you.
yeah. So yeah, Shake, I think, yeah.
we do big data testing, right?
Um, Sorry. Yeah, that is what someone asked, right? This is basically maintain the incremental data, not the large. We are not keeping one-time attempt or something. Okay. So basically, we are going to work on incrementations thing here.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, day by day, because the raw is depends upon. So restaurant, the people will visit daily. So daily, we will be getting new records. Some malls, so lakhs of people will visit lot of malls. So yeah, this is that kind of raw data we will be having in the sources. So hospitals. So many people will going to visit daily. So yeah, so this is a basically depends upon complete raw data. Okay. So yeah, there are some more sessions, right? We are covering more in that. Okay. So tomorrow I'm going to share one PPT so that how it is going to deep dive in each and every week. Okay. Then yeah. Thank you guys. Have a good day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Yeah.